Too hot for me. Do anything outside, but that's okay. I can do stuff inside. So I've been cleaning and I've done some tile work that you can see there. I couldn't get that window. You can tell that it leans out a little bit toward the top, which I find to be preferential. That's okay to me. And today I'm going to do some woodworking. I'm going to cover those up because these screws are coming in from the outside. You can't see them probably, but they're pretty. Put your hand on that, you'd be mighty sorry. Those screws are great. They're very sharp, very easy to deal with. And I probably could have made this a little bigger, but I'm going to make a trim piece to go here. Got the backlight just killing ice maker again. That ice maker's loud. I've had louder ones. And it reminds me that it's making ice. It doesn't just think that it's making ice, as Rebecca Godfrey said one time. We will just do tile work and clean up, and I've been vacuuming and everything, so thump, thump, thump. Nobody's out there. Yeah, I could do that, but it's in the direct sun, so I don't do direct sun much. I never really like that very much with my temperature variations that I have in my body. What's all that bump? Oh, it might just be, it could be the wind blowing the blinds back there. So I'm gonna, you probably, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna finish the tile work up there. I pretty much have that blind permanently located. Not gonna do much other than that. This back wall I'm gonna paint black. I'm not gonna waste tile on it. That looks really nice, doesn't it? Don't you wish you'd have thought of that? I had to do something, boy. I went through hell trying to get that hole up there closed and heat resistant. So here we go. Let's try to make this a little. I want to use up all my tile today. I hope that I can. I want to use all this stuff up, and I do realize that special order, but that's okay. I got plenty to do. I don't think I've showed you the outside lately, so I'm gonna go out there. It's not stuck on there, is it? No, good. Okay. If you ever spill any great stuff, just let it be until it cures and makes it a lot easier to get off. So I have a huge outbreak of ants around here. What's that stuff? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about. So I have this. It's not terribly unpleasant out here, but it's unpleasant enough for me. So there's what those look like now. And I've got it all completely sealed, and it looks good. And what I did was I brought the tape out, and I'm going to smash it in again out here and down here, so it'll drain down to here, and that'll be good. Just put that there. Good for that. So I don't really need this cable anymore. There's one other cable in there that I think I need this one. There's another one that's left over that I'm going to be tiling over. Put some great stuff in there in a minute. Let's just call that a day, because cables age. And I took the cover plate off, and let's make sure that closes so the wind won't get it. But this box right there is going to be covered over. I just came in like this little piece of PVC pipe. If you watch my videos, you just seen that. And I got to put my heat shield back up there. So we're going to be fixing this up, and I would like to. Oh, look at that! Stink bug came in. I gotta get him. Well, I have the tool for that. I hate doing stuff like this, but you can't have the things. Noise alert. Sorry, fella. Holding on for dear life. And that's what it was. I've already got a bunch of spiders in there from earlier today. So let's do some measuring and bring that tile work down to the bottom. But as you can tell, it looks like a trapezoid a little bit. You can tell by the sun lines that it thins out at the bottom. But there was really nothing I could do. So this framing thing was hard. This was the existing window when the house was made. This was a lot easier. That's the one I had to do, and it was a lot harder. And I must have taken that window in and out of there 7 or 8 times, and just absolutely fractured myself on that. Just beat myself to death. And so I've been off for a couple of days. So let's get to work and trim this up, make it look good. I'm going to have to ride to the store and get some more glue, construction adhesive, and a couple more blinds. Because I've already made those pieces that go here. You'll see those in a minute. Let's see, I don't make it. But I'm especially proud of this piece of tile. You just see, this is the fun part right there. See, isn't that nice? I don't know if you can see that or not because of but that is a single piece of tile. Very proud. Doesn't take too long to do either. Fun, fun, fun. So I've done my woodworking here. There's the other piece, and there's my blinds I just got, and some more of this stuff. I'm loving this stuff. That's really, really better than most. I'm using this right now, and it's okay. Nobody sponsors me. So now what I got to do, see, now it looks like that now. I got to get that in there. I'm going to smash it on there with my wrist. And what, see, it about stays in there as it is. That'll at least mark the board, and I can drill holes, and then, you know, it'll go in there, and I can glue this on there, and then I can hang a blind off that. And that's what I'm going to do right now. You can tell it's a bright sunny day. Pretty breeze out there though. So I very carefully whacked it on there, and just with my palms, and I got them all marked so I can drill them and sink that thing in. But yeah, that's gonna have to be done. I don't know what size drill bit I know what I got. I got that step drill. Those things are great. Okay. I can't fight the backlight because it's the sun, but you can tell the difference. So I got the holes drilled. It's not even glued up there yet. It just stays there. So that's going to look a whole lot better. So finishing work goes on, and I guess the air just came on, and it's not that warm outside. It's just this. I got to stop the sunlight from getting in here. So I'm gonna get this glued up, and I may sink. I'm gonna test my blinds and sink 3 or 4 screws behind this too. Well, that is far better. I had to kind of mount it in an odd way, but I did it. It's okay, I don't care. It's a farmhouse. So there's your little bit of wood there. And when you want this up, you can just do it like this. And it's, as you can tell, I mounted it vertically for a horizontal, but I don't care. So you can see a little bit of that wood trim up there. Very nice. I'm okay with that. And you just pull that down, and it's fine. And this one actually overlaps a little bit. It's okay. And that's a nice blackout. So I got to paint this black, and I may put some tile in there later. I don't know. We'll see what kind of materials I end up left with. And that's where I'm going with on this thing. What's going to be left is going to be the theme of the day. So let's put this other one up so you can see the difference. It's working in the sun a little bit, but it ain't outside working in the sun. So that's a big difference in my world anyway. Every time I see these camshaft stories, I worry about the 389 sitting down there. Oh, I should have got roller cams, roller lifters and all that stuff, but I didn't. So all I can do is hope, and just break her in easy. All right, so that's pretty dark. I've got a little work to do there, and I know that, but that's still not bad. Once I get that tiled up, it won't be so reflective. Boy, it's very pleasant in here. And so it's not even 5 o'clock. Sunset's around 7. So I can pull this down and make it very cool and nice. And maybe I'll get a little moon burn tonight or something. See the moon. The moon set real late this morning right over there. Just, you know how that's so cool when you see the moon in the daytime like that. But it sits right there in front of me. I should have taken a picture. Maybe tomorrow. Nerve-wracking. So I've got that ledge done there, and you can see the difference. That looks pretty nice. I'm okay with that. That's okay. I've got some bronze-colored caulk that I'm going to caulk that in with, but that looks fine. Looks just dandy. And that's very, very dark. I'm okay with all of that. let's see what I can do here and fix up that ugly wall right there where I just fill that in with some great stuff. And I'll get all my little pieces over here and I'll fill in where I need to, but I'm thinking I want to go up this wall tonight just a little bit, just to kind of get a feel for how much better it's going to look. So let me fill this in down here, and then I'll be out in the open, which will be nice because I'm all kind of cornered over here. So let's see what I can do about not climbing a ladder anymore. And thinking about getting another kind of tile for that, but I don't think I will. I'm thinking I'm just going to try to keep matching this earth tone thing over here. And the sun is, like I say, right there. So this is darkening this corner is a good thing. Okay, it's probably taken me an hour, 45 minutes less. See where my cable's coming out, you can hardly tell it. There's where the plug goes in for all of this stuff, the big heavy plug. That just looks great. I'm very, very pleased with that. Let's see what it looks like tonight. I'm probably going to start over here now and do this threshold because it's so much more pleasant to the eye other than like a construction grade kind of a place. This looks so much more detailed. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. I kind of want to paint it black, but I got to fill it in with something. So I'll see what I can do. This is, I don't know. This just looks like hell. It's just terrible. But anyway, when you're standing in the room, you can't see it because it's blocked by the stovepipe, but it's still letting light and heat in. So let's do this threshold right here, or seal plate, or the bottom of the window. Wish I could zoom in a little closer. They just love doing that around here. It's kind of fun to look out and see hot air balloons go by now and then. Don't get to see that very often. Well, we're work in progress here. Kind of good to sit down and not look at too much. But today I'm going to go after finishing up around the stove outlet and cleaning all this up and getting some tile over to there. But down here looks great. I got a little bit of caulking to do. The caulk doesn't come out and the paint doesn't come out until I'm ready to do the whole thing. So you'll see that those little yellow bands of great stuff there for a little bit more to come. But yeah, obviously I've got the upper parts to take care of. So let me get my table saw. It's on the back of the tractor, and I might clean up a little bit today, organize for doing the siding. I think that's another thing to do. I've got a bunch of that siding, not a bunch, but some up in the attic. And I'm going to get fresh material if I can. With the new, see, you can't tell, you don't know what I'm talking about, but those tabs right here on the siding that are broken off from taking them off, and that's just the way that's going to happen. So I'd rather have new fresh tabs. I got to go get a couple of more tubes of clear silicone. And I'd like to put those windows on the other side of the house somewhere, and I'm tired of looking at the whole mess out there, to be honest with you, but not through yet. That's funny. Look at the commercial with the balloon. And there's more of these things, but I can't believe this one just sort of rose up a second ago. Look how pretty that one is. And then there's the one we were just looking at is over there now. They're pretty close. They're usually not this close. A couple of 100 yards or more. So just two right now. And so the wind's coming from the south. You can tell by the shadows which way compass directions are, of course. Learned that when I lived among the savages. I lived among them. Yeah, I did that one time, and I'll never do it again. It's very not fun for me. Some people love it, but I didn't. I'm way too impatient. these ends on these blinds just come off just at a drop of a hat. So I got some of this, not a sponsor, and it's glued all four corners of both of them, and gave them a little bit of the old zip kicker, and that'll keep them from being so flippin' annoying and falling out all the time. Dadgum 'em. So there's that one down there, and then this one's here. Yeah, I'd take them down because they were just they just weren't together. It is Sunday morning. It's a very beautiful morning. I worked real hard yesterday doing massive amounts of tile work. Every piece has to be custom cut. Just odd little problems here and there, nothing really to speak of, but I've come to a conclusion about over there, the way I'm going to tile that wall. I think you're going to like it. And this is what it's like when I sit here. There's my front door, and then there's where the balloons were, and then there are these now, and those to clean up till I get the other window, and that's gonna go there, and then there's the back of the house there, so I can open those up, but the sun will come beaming in, and then we'll get up and do it again. But it's going to be too bright back there real soon. So there you go. It's just it's very relaxing here now. It was okay before, but this is great. I had to order 2 more boxes of this tile, and I wanted to show this. This was that real terrible spot that I had up here, and I just sort of filled it in, and I've got some more of these kind of bricks to put in up there and kind of cover that up and then paint it black. So that looks a whole lot better than it did. If you go back and see, it was a mess. And I'm just flat out of tile. That's as far as I could go. And you can tell what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to make an arch, and I'm going to come across here. And the reason I'm doing that is to match another design feature I have here, and those bricks also will help cut out a little bit of the intense afternoon sun. The other design thing is right here. See where I did this arch here when you come in. So when you come in and see that arch, you'll have a tie-in to that arch up there. So I think that's going to be pretty good. So all right. You can tell I didn't have any trouble sleeping. I'm very, very, very calm today, so feels good. Just naturally try to feel better. All right, so I'm going to let that sit there for a while, and I'm loving everything else that's happening. This blind right here is bothering me because it wants to do a droopy dog over here a little bit, and I don't like that. I don't know what the fix is. My guess is maybe if you put a little glue in there or something. I don't know. Maybe just glue that one right there up there, and maybe that'll help. But then you kind of lose this uneven thing. Maybe you can just glue it all the way across. I'll have to think about that. So to make this one, I don't know. Maybe I'll forget about it. Who knows? Won't forget about that. I got to clean that up. Today's the day that window's supposed to be here, but I don't know. Down here in the barn, I'm getting my little trailer in order, my little work trailer, and we're going to go up and clean up now. Comes that time where you got to do that. There's an O off the lift. I got a note today about that. So anyway, let's just keep cleaning up and organizing. Oh, metal recycling, stuff like that. Try to do every little thing. Don't skip over anything. When you think about it, just do it. Upstairs to get some siding. So I keep my siding numbered just in case of such an emergency. We're up in the loft now, and see, I got these pieces here. These nice whole pieces with these tabs. So I'm just going to carry one of those down. Oh no, let's carry two. And I'm not too, generally you want to follow the numbers on these, 1, 2, 3, 4, and alternate them. But in this case, I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. And there's that eyebrow window I got to do something with. Oh, and that stuff keeps falling off everywhere. All the polys are locked on those, aren't they? Woo! Alright, I got some more right there too. Some BMW parts lying there. Well, that's what it looks like. I'm not going to bother with the side until I get to the other window, and that's going to be a big day. You should call me. My biggest problem here, other than the wind, is that air conditioning unit. And because the bottom of the window is going to be at the top of that meter. So everything's cleaned up here. I picked up all the screws I could. I tried to form as close to the house as I could. So she's all cleaned up. It'd be nice to look out of there now. Let's take a look at it. So to show what happened here, see how that's nice and, I don't think you can, but it's nice and even across there. And what I did was I laid a bead of glue and glued the upper part to this part. And now it stays tight. So if you got the droopy loopy blindy windies there, then that's how I fixed it. And I just left enough tension there so it just stays up now like it should. Very happy about that. I can't clean up because I'm not done. So in here anyway, I need the tools. So here we are. And I can look out there and have a nice clear conscience. And it's very beautiful. Okay, and there you are. Alright, so give me a thumbs up. We'll do this on a separate video because this one's just kind of rambling and all over the place. So let's be sure and subscribe and like and ring the bell and all that stuff. And we'll talk soon. That window was supposed to be here yesterday, but you know how it is these days. Somebody might not have voted properly. I don't know what happened. So, comment below, I guess.